The moment in your life when it's time to awaken. You stumbled upon the cottage, no mistaken, divinely orchestrated. Meet Auntie Karen, who knows where you've been searching for that clarity in this moment in life. When you're feeling so alone, Karen's Cottage is here to be a second home. We all have a common bond. Auntie Karen, the responsibility she's been given, that's what comes with psychic ability. You have to deliver in truth and humility. She's tapped into the divine. She knows that every person is here by universal design. When you hear that southern accent as she says, come on in, she's ready to begin. The duality of the Gemini personality is absolutely a reality. Don't let the sparkle in her eyes be misleading. That she will spring into action if you want a reaction. Not even a fraction of what she's got to unleash. Suggest you respect with the rest. This is her space. Don't forget about her twin who's not afraid to catch a case. If you get in her face, this is the cottage, come on in. Now your journey can begin here at the cottage, come on in. Welcome to the cottage, welcome to the cottage. Come on in as your journey begins. Journey begins. Come on in. She's ready to begin. Welcome to the cottage.
Hey y'all, what's up? How's everybody doing? Happy, what is today? Tuesday night. Michaela! Hey, beautiful, happy belated birthday. I know it's already passed because you like me, you a first decan Gemini. Robert, Harsha, EB, Aaron, Supernova, Barbie, Brittany, Nicole. What's up, Allie's Tarot? Harsha, Lala's World. Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome in. Hey, Janine. Hey, Becky. You just had your bourbon nightcap. Well, get a refill, Becky Smith. Hey, Nicole Rue. How you doing? From Ecuador. Okay. Hey, happy Tuesday to you. Well, hello, Derek. What's up, sweetie? Good to see your smiling face in the house. Hey, Diara. What's up, everybody? You know what? So I stocked up on the salted caramel crown that my, the liquor store had, because that's my favorite, right? And so I am still doing salted crown and Martinelli's apple juice. I tried it with the other apple juice. It just ain't the same. It just ain't the same. You smoking one? Well, I got my vape. How about that? Jamming to the Gemini song. I know, right? Hey, Harsha. What's the topic? We just talking smack. Whatever comes up. Whatever comes up. For once, I don't have anything on my mind. Well, you know, just the normal Gemini stuff. Rising Phoenix. What you doing, beautiful? How you doing, my sweet friend? Hello, gorgeous. Good to see you, Evie. How you doing? Gary, how you been? Taurus, Virgo. Okay. It is good, Michaela. It's so good. And, you know, okay, I don't know if y'all have Martinelli's, if that's like a national brand or if it's local or what, but the Martinelli's apple juice, it's just, I don't know. It's more expensive, but, you know, sometimes you get what you pay for. Sometimes you just get what you pay for, right? You're doing pretty good. I've been doing good, Rising Phoenix. Been kind of tired, busy and tired, but, you know, happy, feeling good, feeling fulfilled, right? Yes, Bree Prince, the one night you're up late. So I picked the right night to go live. Baxter's in here because we're not reading cards, so it doesn't matter if he distracts me. What do you got? Oh, he found him. You've been digging in the trash. He dug in the trash and he found a granola bar wrapper. Simply cranberry cocktail juice. I like cranberry juice. So I bet that's good. Yeah, Rising Phoenix, busy with work, but that's good. And look, no complaints. Zero. I am never, ever sorry to be busy with work. Oh no, I like what I do for a living. And when you like what you do, then there you go. Come on, Baxter, say hello to everybody. Tell Auntie Rising Phoenix hello. Auntie Rising Phoenix, Baxter, your nephew says hello. He says hello. Hey, Derek, tell Uncle Derek hello. All your aunties and uncles out in Tarot land, Baxter, say hello to you. So say hello to them. Oh, you got your little kissy. But no, you cannot. Y'all know what he did last night? Y'all know what he did? Okay, so we had my daughter's dog is like, 3 weeks younger than Baxter. So we had his birthday party at her house last night. And So my daughter's dad, which okay, we've been divorced for like 18 years. We're over all the bullshit and we're actually great friends. He's a good guy. Okay, do we have differing views? Yeah, but he's a jam up good guy. He's a good guy and he's a good dad. So we get along great. So he was in town and he was over at their house. I went over there. He had his dog. He's got a big, beautiful, sweet, smart black lab named Ellie. And then Abby's miniature Aussie, and then of course Baxter. And we all were there. And where was I going with this? Oh, I know. So my daughter's dad and my daughter's boyfriend were drinking a beer. And so my daughter's dad gave the dogs just a little bit of it. So Baxter had his first beer last night. It was a doggy beer. It was only a little bit, like this much. He lapped that shit up. He liked it. Did you have you a beer last night? Are you an alkie? Are you an alkie? What you doing? Do y'all know what he did? Do y'all know what he did? There you go, Derek. There you go. Okay, did y'all see on my community page where he tore up those cards the other day? Those tarot cards. It was, and I got a picture of him with one of them hanging out of his mouth. It was over on my community post. If y'all didn't see it, go look at it. It's fucking hilarious. But he did it again just a few minutes ago. He got into the. He found another, and like he's finding decks of cards that I've retired. It's not even a loss because I would have thrown them out anyway because they're worn out from me shuffling them so much. And when I retire decks, I just throw them out because, whatever. I mean, what am I going to do with them? Because I can't stand them when they get worn out. I can't shuffle when that's just me. I guess I'm persnickety. I don't know, but I can't stand when tarot card decks get worn. They don't shuffle the same, and so look, I'm one of these. I'm a weirdo. In fact, I opened a new deck today. This deck right here. This is one of the decks that I've never tried that, EB. But I've heard of that, like for regular playing cards. So I kind of wonder, you might have redeal my reading. I did not. Yeah, look, I put the caption on there, VG. I said, when you don't like your tarot reading, you just eat it, which is absolutely hilarious. Hey, Naaman Clark, love you too. Right, 3D problem supernova. That's funny. But I just opened this deck today. This is a deck that I use only for. There's a certain deck that I use only for one-on-one private readings, and this is that deck. This is actually replacing that deck because that deck is now worn out because you guys are booking readings with me, which thank you for that. But I opened this deck today, and I did a couple of readings earlier today, a couple of personal readings, and I had a video chat reading with a sweet lady several hours ago. But I used this deck today for the first time. But I am so weird, y'all. I get weird when I get a new deck and the way it feels to shuffle a brand new deck. Why do I love the way that a new deck feels when you shuffle it? What is wrong with my crazy ass? Why am I one of those people that just loves the way a new deck feels? But like, I just get off on the way that feels. I know it's like I'm very strange, and I admit it. Paper plane, equal parts bourbon, Aperol, Amarone, and lemon juice. Okay. How you doing, Lisa? I have 4 dogs. One chewed my cord to my laptop, heard her yell, oh my God. Hey, Colleen, you know what I found? There's this stuff. Yes, Virgin Deck Energy. I think that's true, Supernova. I'm popping the cherry of the deck. Oh my God. I think I am strange. But Colleen, I found this stuff because Baxter, when he was younger, and he still does stupid stuff, but he doesn't do this anymore. But he used to chew cords real bad. I've replaced 4 electric blankets on my bed since I've had him because he chewed the cords of them. But what I found was this stuff on Amazon that you can put on the cords. That it's like I don't know. It's this thing that you can put on the cords. It's not spray, but it's like a foam stuff that you wrap the cords in. And it's not exactly cheap, but it's cheaper than replacing things, right? And it keeps them from getting shocked, which I don't think that this knucklehead ever got shocked. But I found it on Amazon. I can't remember the name of it, but I was doing a search for stuff to keep dogs from chewing and it came up. I wish I could. If you're interested in me looking it up for you, Colleen, I will. Just email me and remind me, and I'll look it on Amazon and see if I can find in my purchase history where I bought this stuff. Talia, thank you for that. Yeah, doggy chew repellent. Now they make that bitter apple, which that bitter apple works okay, but you have to use it like every day. That didn't work for my husky though. My husky laughed at that bitter apple. She's like, "You think that's gonna keep me from chewing, bitch?" Ha! Think again. But I like this better, right? No more credit at Delica Stove. That's funny, Deidre. Hey, Aventurine, I saw your sweet comment there. Thank you for that. That was very sweet. It's like when you're wrapping presents and your scissors just glide through the paper. God, you're right. We are, Tavy. We just chatting. We just shooting the shit. We just talking. How did I get the name Baxter? Good question, VG. This is a story. Some of y'all know this story about when I came to I love Husky. That Husky was my heart dog. But anyway, back to VG's question. How did I get the name Baxter? I'm a firm believer that when you're getting dogs, they give you their name in some way, right? But here's what's weird. I had no intention of getting a dog. I had a dog at that time. I had Carolina, who, may she rest in peace, my little Scorpio angel. Anyway, but we were going to get a dog for my daughter. And we were meeting there at the lady's house because she was coming from a different direction than me. And so I was in the car and we were getting her a dog, not me, her, right? And so we went to this lady's house that I actually know very well that had a litter of miniature Aussies. And I was in the car and I'm driving, and all of a sudden Baxter hits my brain. And I'm like, and it was one of those, I knew that it was like one of those spiritual download type things. And so I stopped and I'm like, why am I getting a name for my daughter's dog? She should be getting that. Okay. So I called her on the phone, because she was driving, we were meeting each other, and I called her on the phone and I said, "Hey, have you ever thought of, does the name Baxter mean anything for you for your dog's name?" And she said, "Well, no." And she said, "I was kind of thinking about this or this." And she said a couple of names. And I said, "But what about Baxter?" I mean, I kind of got a little bit insistent for a minute because I thought this is important. I got this. I even told her, I got this in a download. This is an important name. And she says, "No, Mama, it just doesn't, it's not got anything. It's not doing anything. I'm not feeling anything with it one way or another." She wasn't, and it wasn't that she didn't like it. It just wasn't hitting her. Do you understand what I mean? And so then when she said that, I thought, all right, Karen, you need to stop this. Your daughter's, at the time, 19 years old. Let her name her dog. Shut the fuck up and quit being that mother. I told myself this. And I said, well, okay, and so I hung up the phone and I thought, well, that is so weird, but it kept going through my head. And so when we got there, Baxter, he would not leave me alone. He would not leave me. This little puppy who at that time, where are you, Baxter? Oh, he's laying down. He would not leave me alone. And I just, on a whim, I just got him too. I got her dog, the one that we celebrated his birthday last night, but I got Baxter too. And everything since then makes total sense of why, but it was him. He was talking to me before he met me. He was saying, "No, you got to take me home." And he was like in your face, like, "Take me the hell home, lady. I am your dog." And it was so funny, but and in a lot of other ways, because I didn't know at the time, but as fate would have it, I ended up losing Carolina. And she had to cross the Rainbow Bridge. She had an inoperable brain tumor, and it created a lot of problems for her, and she was suffering. And I had to make a really difficult decision when Baxter, it's been since I lived up here. So it was probably in, I don't know when it was, but it's probably been about 4 or 5 months ago whenever I had to make that decision. And so it's Carol, I feel like Carolina sent him to me. I know that's weird, but I think she knew. I know that's weird, but I think she knew. Yes, exactly. Very synchronistic. And, it was hard losing Carolina. I still miss her. Baxter means baker. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Supernova. But he is a little Gemini, but he has a Pisces moon. And quite honestly, behaviorally, he acts like a Pisces more than he does a Gemini. Now, my daughter's dog, he is full-blown Gemini. He is crazy. He is a crackhead. He is nuts. He is smart. Now, Baxter's smart, but he just don't give a fuck. Like this dog, her dog is very driven to he's much more energetic, much more high energy than Baxter. But he's beautiful. Oh my God, her dog is gorgeous. I'll post a picture of the birthday of him at the birthday party. But his dog is her dog is he's, I guess you would call him a tricolor. He's black and white with a little bit of tan, and he's got blue eyes, and he is dapper. He's dapper. Colleen, have a good night, my love. Sweet dreams to you. Your cat's a Gemini. Oh, I bet he is nuts. Hey, Uncle, I shouted you out yesterday. I think you may have left already in the Taurus reading. I don't know if you saw the rest of it, but I shouted your channel out. Anyway, when Apollo passed away, Black Lab, a couple days. See, I'm telling you, they're animals, very spiritual. Just really. Hey, Michelle Babel, how you doing, beautiful? Good to see you. But anyway, I knew somebody else that had a Gemini cat, Uncle. And well, I look forward to that, Uncle Speaks. For those of you who may have not heard me say that the other day, Uncle L Speaks. Y'all see him here. In fact, this is him right here. All right, he reads. I did not know that, but he's been following me for a while. He's always been super great in my chats. He's been one of the regular people that, I've grown to love. There's many of you guys. I didn't know he was a reader. And I had posted something, I don't know, the other day, and he said something about you're welcome to come hang out in my chat anytime. And I was like, is he a creator? And I went over to his channel. Lo and behold, he reads tarot. And I'm like, well, damn. So yeah, go give him a subscribe and give him a listen. Cause I liked I didn't watch a ton of it cause I'm always on the go, but I liked it and I liked his vibe. So yeah. And I mean, he's always so nice in my chats. I think he's got a good vibe about him. So yeah, go listen to his readings. Hey, Sage, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, Deidre from Lexington, Kentucky. How you doing? You watch Uncle? Somebody said look, who is it that is one of your mods that's one of my mods? Isn't it Cozy Dreams that said she's your mod, Uncle? Just got off work and yourself? I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm drinking. I'm not drunk. I don't think I'm drunk. I mean, I just started, right? I'm just, taking the edge off. Cozy Green. Yeah, I love her. She's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. She's always so nice and supportive, but I feel very, I'm very blessed because really, to be honest, my crowd that's in my chats, I got a pretty good crowd. They're pretty nice. I don't have a lot of bullshit, Well, there's Fireside Psychic. How you been? But we are wrapping up. It's getting close to being time for Cancer season. We've got a few more days left of Gemini season. But I met you modding when we both. I gotcha. I gotcha. Do you still mod there? I'm ready to talk shit. Well, you're in the right place, Fireside Psychic. You're in the right place. I miss that, Uncle, but it is what it is. No, nothing but love. Nothing but love there. Nothing but love there. I'll always be grateful for that. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Because, oh, okay. I got you. I haven't been there in a while because, but nothing but love and appreciation. I've got love for my Cancer, but boy, can I talk shit about it. That's funny, Fireside. I love you too, Michaela. I really do. Michaela, look, y'all, I'm not going to say anything to, identify you or anything like that, but like, I would never dox you, but no. Michaela is a Gemini like myself. Michaela's salt of the earth, y'all. She's good people. Michaela's solid. Michaela is solid. She's a sweetheart. But I don't know what it is, but I just have really good luck with people that follow me here. I just have good people that follow me that are nice and supportive. Hey, Rach, I hope you're doing good. Hey, exotic one, ready for Cancer season. It's right upon us. What is it, 3 or 4 days away? I love you too, Ouroboros. I like your screen name. I like your screen name. You know who else has a cool screen name is, and he's not always here, but Ubiquitous Nomad. That's a cool screen name, right? Good people recognize good people. Well, I would like to think so. I would like to think so. I'm praying for my Cancers. I hope this year brings you emotional balance, right? That's a tough zodiac. I guess every zodiac sign has its challenges, but the Cancers definitely, they feel so deeply, right? And learning to regulate those emotions whenever your ruling planet, if you will, with the moon is the fastest moving celestial body planet ruler of any of them. It circles the entire, it's only in a sign for a couple of days or whatever. And they want to get after Cancer seeing they're moody. And it's not an excuse to be moody, but at the same time, you gotta have a little grace, right? Wonder how many Geminis are in the house. I don't know. I have a lot of them that follow me. Hey, Queen Supreme. I just checked into Orlando. I hope that means you are there for vacay. Aventurine, have a good night, love. Have a good night, one. I have a tattoo of the 2 discs from the Thoth deck, and it has an Ouroboros in it and a snake eating its tail. Well, that's exactly what the Ouroboros is. Do you read Thoth, Ouroboros? Venus in Cancer. Me too. Me too, Fireside Psychic. Me too. You're a Gemini rising. I remember that, Michelle. You're an Aries sun, Gemini rising. I am a Gemini sun and rising. So I got a double dose of insanity. That Capricorn moon does keep me a little bit more balanced. Oh, well, thank you, exotic one. I like to, I really do try. I really do this because I love it and because I love people. I do get some hate, not a lot. I get some hate. A lot of people, assume that I'm a Gemini and, and I know I'm out off and I'm, joke around and stuff, but I really do truly care about people. I really do. Thank you, Michaela. Thank you for that. Gemini rising, Taurus sun, Sag moon. Your sun might be in your 12th house, supernova. That's tough. Cappy moon, me too. Yep. Well, thank you, Calico. That is very kind of you. I appreciate that. Well, I think this, when you got 60-something thousand subscribers, and I know I'm not huge, but that's pretty fucking decent. I'm proud of my 68,000 subscribers. When you got 68,000 people out there, you're visible enough. You're going to stir up some dust and you're going to piss some people off, and that's okay. I mean, if you don't have a few people reacting, then that means you're not making a difference. Yeah, people just don't get us. I agree with that. Fireside psychic. Well, hey, Sarah, how you doing? Gemini, Saturn, and South nodes. I get the Gemini vibe. Yeah, I know. You're so funny, Sarah. You crack me up. Deidre, I hope you're doing good. Well, thank you, Rach. It's for a lot of people, $68,000 subscribers doesn't sound like a lot, but if you think about that, that's a lot of fucking people. That's a lot of people. That means a lot to me. That look, I can remember being so excited when I went from 12 subscribers to 13. I would celebrate every single one. My daughter can vouch for all of this. And and I've got places where I screenshotted my channel when it hit 1,000 subscribers, and 500 subscribers, and then 10,000 subscribers. I mean, y'all, it makes me happy. It makes me happy, and I'm proud of that. And I make a very good living. Am I the richest tarot reader? And that's not the goal. The goal is to have a nice, comfortable life and to be happy. And I got that. And I've got sweet followers. So I can't imagine. There's nothing that I want that I don't have or can't get, if that makes sense. And I've got the sweetest little dog. Yep, that's him whining. He whines, he talks. Abby says he's an old soul. I think it might be true. I know. I think it's a big deal. I love you. I love you, Backs. I do. I love you. I love you. He's so silly. Well, thank you, Derek. I really do feel that. I really do feel that. Yeah, exactly. Fireside psychic. Exactly. Oh, well, thank you, Supernova. He does love his mammers. He's so silly. He's got those puppy dog eyes. He can be so manipulative. Hey, Kate. Thank you. He thinks he's cute. He's a hot mess. He is a hot mess. I saw that, Brittany. I hadn't had a chance to read it yet. Good Lord, my emails they stay crazy. They stay crazy. Y'all wouldn't believe. What you doing? You gonna pull cards for everybody? You need some Baxter kisses and hugs. He is a very affectionate dog. He's very affectionate. He loves to have his belly scratched. Do y'all know what he does? He lays oh, right, Rose. He lays on his back with all of his legs up in the air like this, wanting me to scratch his belly. And if I do scratch his belly, he'll take his front paws and he'll stretch them out straight, and his back paws, his feet, he points them. He points his toes on his back feet. He does. I am not shitting you. He points his toes. You are such a priss. You're such a priss. Yes, you are. He's so crazy. Hey, Jessica Juliana, how you doing? How you doing? We don't talk about Drake on this channel, Rose, but we do talk about Mr. Kendrick Lamar, Mr. K-Dot, Mr. Morale. We love K-Dot here. We big K-Dot fans over at the Cottage. Oh yeah, bump, 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 bump. We be rocking it. Oh yes, I love. Let me tell you, some of y'all remember when I went to see him in concert in Hotlanta. Let me tell you, him and SZA. Oh my God, I was screaming. Listen, when I know. Hey Jordan, how you been? Good to see you. You're a clingy schnauzer poodle. Well, thank you, Jessica. Well, thank you, Alicia. I love that. Thank you, love. Scorpio entertainers are weird. I don't know, but K-Dot, Was today or yesterday his birthday? I can't remember. I think it was today. I think it was today. Happy birthday to K Dot. I know he'll never see this, but God, I love that man. I'm telling you, he is a genius. He is creative. He's such a fucking Gemini. He's a lyrical genius. And like it's the double entendres for me in his shows and lyrics and stuff. Oh, Drake and Diddy are Scorpio. Yeah, I knew Diddy was a Scorpio. I didn't know Drake was a Scorpio, but it makes sense. I like Scorpios though, so this is not throwing off on Scorpios, but no. In fact, Scorpio is kind of one of my favorite signs, but like, yeah. But why are you whining? Why are you whining? But anyway, y'all, I know some of y'all know this. There's a video of me. It's kind of a synopsis of several of my little videos that I took at the Kendrick Lamar. It's on my channel. And if y'all watch it, y'all will hear me screaming. Okay, so he was the black GNX, for those of y'all that know who he is, the black GNX car comes up like from underneath, and it comes up and like you can hear him, he's rapping, right? But he's sitting in the car. So I'm just going ballistic. And he hadn't even got out of the car yet, right? And the car's dark, you can't see inside. But every once in a while, whenever there's like a big boom in the music, it would flash just a quick light and you could see his shadow. And everybody was like, and baby, let me tell y'all, look, I'm a 60-year-old woman, and this is not like a romantic crush. I just admire the man so much. He's a genius. He's so smart. He's saying a lot of things that need to be said for the people that will listen. But anyway, when he got out of that car, he was still, rapping, and he got out of the car. I was crying. I had tears coming from my eyes. What is it with that? I did have and I didn't get those tickets till the last minute. I had great seats, right, Michaela? I really did. Oh, wow. Fireside Psychic. He is a lyrical gangster. Did you see Jordan? I think he added some tour dates. I know he added some tour dates to Australia. He may add some for New Zealand. But I think I know he added some, he's going over to Europe, but I think he added a couple in Australia, and hey, Stacey, he would also, yes, Biggie and Tupac, also Geminis. Oh, he's been to New Zealand. Oh, has he, Jordan? Okay. Oh, I love Ice Cube. Oh my God, yes. Keep it gangster, y'all. Keep it gangster. Well, actually, is that Dub C? That's Ice Cube, isn't it? Can I just say this? Dub C, crip walking in that song on that video. I don't care. I do not care. No one will ever crip walk like Dub C. Ever, never, never. There are some good people that know how to crip walk. Nobody will touch him with it. Nobody. I'm sorry. I will die on that hill. K-Dot lyrics are insane. Yes, they are. I was listening to I like Schubert too. See, I like classical music too, Firesides. I'm classically trained. Hey, Vanessa, how you been? You know what, Michaela? Somebody was talking about Tupac. Let's talk about Tupac. I think it's true. I think he's still alive and in Cuba. And you know what? Look, I know that our K-Dot, WC and the Mad Circle. Oh, I know. Yes, Uncle. I love every genre. Look, I will listen to classical, R&B, country, rap. I mean, just everything, right? I think, yes, I love Tupac. I think he is, I think he's still alive. And I know that our amazing K-Dot, and I'm just going to adopt him. Can I say that he's my nephew too, since I've got so many nieces and nephews, and I know he doesn't watch my channel and he doesn't know me from an aunt, but I'm still going to call Kendrick my nephew. Can I do that? Can I just say he's my nephew? Because I just love him so much, and I've got to have a way to, but so we just adopted Kendrick as an honorary member of the Cottage family. Okay. I know Kendrick has those lyrics in Not Like Us where he says he's sending it up to Tupac and stuff. But there's another song, and I can't remember the song, and he's talking about Tupac. He doesn't mention Tupac by name. There's another song, and I think it's off the album Damn. I was listening to it the other day. I can't remember what it was. And the lyric says, fake your own death and go to Cuba. I'm like, motherfucker. And you know that Suge Knight said that he saw Tupac in the hospital after Tupac got shot, and Tupac was fine, sitting there laughing and talking. And the next thing you know, Tupac's dead. Tupac's alive. And you know what? Our little K-Dot, our little nephew K-Dot, he knows it. Anyway, I'm just telling you what, you don't have to agree, and it's okay if you don't, right? But yeah, go down that rabbit. That's a good rabbit hole for Geminis, Michaela. You know we love rabbit holes. Hey, Laura, how you doing? But I mean, I love Tupac. I know, but listen, if you really go down the rabbit hole, it's true. And like, I'm not one of these people that believes that, Michael Jackson is alive and Elvis is alive and this, that, and the other. I think Tupac might be alive because Suge Knight swears up and down that Suge Knight was in the car with Tupac, okay? He was driving, and Tupac was in the passenger side, okay? And listen, Suge Knight swears that he sat there in the hospital after Tupac was taken to the hospital, and he was fine, he was laughing, he was talking, da-da-da-da-da. And there's pictures, and people can Photoshop, I get it, but there's been pictures produced of him supposedly being spotted in Cuba. But my thing is, now I don't know about this. I would have to go down this rabbit trail more to know whether I believe this or not. Oh, I should. God, that's a great idea, Sarah. I'm going to do that. Sarah, don't let me forget. If I get off track, remind me of what you're saying right now. I need to pull cards on this. But listen, hey, Lisa, Doc. But listen, there is a conspiracy theory, and I don't know if this is true. I don't have an opinion on this, but there is a thought that Tupac was actually FBI or CIA, and he was undercover and infiltrated the LA gang scene, right? See, Uncle? Yeah, I know. What do you think, Uncle? Do you think he's alive or what? I'm gonna pull cards on it. I'm going to pull cards on Tupac. Have Baxter pull one. He would, right? They think MJ is alive because the video or the corner van and someone looking like him getting... I wouldn't be shocked if he was alive. He got so sick of the bullshit. MJ did. I loved MJ. I loved Michael. Nobody can dance like Michael Jackson. I'm sorry. Man, I will never not love Michael Jackson. But he was not that much older than me, and I grew up watching him grow up. When he was a kid singing, I was a kid watching him, when he was with his brothers, and I'm gonna tell you, there is a recording of him singing. Okay, you know that song that he sang when he was a kid called Never Can Say Goodbye? There is a recording, and I know it's on Apple Tunes. It may be on YouTube, and it takes out everything except his voice. So it sounds like he's a cappella. Can I tell you that kid had fucking pipes? Like, damn, he could sing. If you have not heard that, him singing it when he was a kid with nothing but just him, I agree with you, Just Kenna. I think they own it, and I think that Diddy is a part of all that shit too, Just Kenna. Hey, Delaney, how you doing? But yeah, possible supernova, possible. 80s bad era MJ. Oh wow, Calico. But is Tupac alive? Is Tupac? Why are you standing at the door, Baxter? Is Tupac alive? Is Tupac alive? What's going on? That is a cute profile pic. Is Tupac alive? What's going on with Tupac? What are the energies? It's hard to say because, man, you can, if you're not careful. Oh, yeah, fireside psychic, yeah. There's actually more than one, but yeah. What's up, Anastasia? Speaking of musicians, Anastasia be in the house. Let's see here. What's going on with Tupac? Is he dead or alive? Give me 3D energies of Tupac. 3D energies of Tupac. Is there anything here? Oh, Lord. All right. I do not. Okay, listen. I'm going to preface this by saying this. Big disclaimer here. Big disclaimer here. I am not, nor have I ever claimed to be, a celebrity reader. So this is just for funsies. He's going to pop back up. He's going to make himself known. He's going to make himself known. Not only is he alive, but he's going to let you know. Woo! Yeah, we just talking shit, right? That's my prediction. That's my prediction. Take it with a grain of salt, right? Baxter, what are you doing? Oh, you laying down? Okay. I think he's alive. He may or may not pop back up, but I'm going to tell you he's alive. And I ain't the only one that thinks so. I think Kendrick thinks so too. Because why else would he write a lyric like that? Fake my death and move to Cuba. Because everybody thinks he's in Cuba. That's what they're saying. If you go down that rabbit trail, go down that rabbit hole. I love rabbit holes, y'all. I can't help it. It is some tea. It is some tea. Really, Calico. Guess we'll know after the Diddy trial. Now, I will say this. Do I think he was shot? Without a doubt. I do think he was shot. I do think he was shot. I absolutely do, Jess Kenna. And I'm going to tell you this. She asked me if I think Queen Bee, she's talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z, are involved in the Diddy mess. I think that even with them, we are in the tip of the iceberg. My opinion. Okay. Here's what I think. And this is just my opinion. It's just like assholes. Everybody's got one. You can take it with a grain of salt. And yes, Nikki, but I'm going to finish my thought first. All right. Here's my opinion on this whole thing. Is Diddy guilty? Yeah. Is Beyonce and Jay-Z guilty of the same thing? Yeah. Now, here's what else I think. I think they are a small part of a big group of elitists that all do that shit. And a lot of them are like me, if you know what I mean. Okay. And Diddy's a fall guy. Is he guilty? Yeah. But he's a fall guy for the whole damn thing. What y'all think? What y'all think? Because you know and I know there's a lot of PDFs that are elites. Y'all know that. Yes, exactly, Michaela. See, Uncle, you're into, you get it. You get it. I'm telling you. See, y'all tell me what you think. That's my little Gemini brain and what I think. That's where I've come to. Do I have anything to back that up? No, that's just intuition. I've not seen anything to support my theory. I'm not saying it's not out there. I just haven't seen it. God, I think it's going to go fireside psychic. I think it's going to be interesting. Fireside psychic. I don't think it's going to go down like that though, but I do think we've got some Craziness. Well, hello, Love Fire Tarot. What you doing, beautiful? How you doing? How you been? Bullets don't lie, but after. Here's what I think. I know, right, Calico? Here's what I think. Nikki Filter says, I'm curious what started the investigation on Diddy. Some reason he had to go down. For some reason, he had to go down. And look, they can say it was Cassie all they want to that started it. That's not what started it. I think it came from the elitists. I think it came from people just like him, except maybe like me, if you know what I mean. Right? That's what I get. That's what I feel. I could be wrong, but yeah. Diddy being in the court right now, and it proves me right. Yes, Uncle, I believe it. Well, look at, see, he's got, can I, see? Yeah, they don't care. They don't. I do. It breaks my heart what she and several others went through, but that you're right. She's just a pawn in all of this. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. They've been investigating him for more than 10 years. I believe that. I believe that. Yeah, he may, he had dirt on people. I think he knew too much and they had to do something to, you know what I mean? Is he going down? Is he, or do you, and you know what I find interesting? Why is Trump talking about pardoning him? I'm not going to talk to you about what I think about it because that's just, I can't, there's certain things I'm not going to say on YouTube, okay? But I do have a question of why Trump is considering pardoning Diddy. Mm-hmm. And that is true. I saw that come out of his mouth, that he would look at it. Hey, Jake, how you doing? Y'all ain't dumb. Y'all ain't dumb. You know, to quote my new nephew, shape the story how you want. The audience not dumb. They not slow. They not slow, right? See, well, that's true, Bree Prince. Right now, though, he's just being tried by the feds. He is being tried in New York, but it's a federal trial. He officially doesn't have state charges brought up against him because the charges that are brought up against him, like, RICO and all that, are more federal. And some of the stuff, he's out of the statute of limitations with New York, I think. So I don't know if New York can charge him. Yeah, Justin Bieber. God love him. Well, because Pluto is an Aquarius supernova, we're just scratching the surface. Libra Prime, you ain't lying. I don't know, Uncle. I'm going to tell you. I watched the TMZ recaps of the daily thing because I think they're more balanced in their reporting. And today is the day that they sealed the deal on RICO, in my opinion, TMC, as TMC reports it. Thank you, Andre Collins. Yes, Fireside Psychic. See, that's what I'm talking about. I don't think there's going to be impeachment. I think it's going to be worse than that. Well, and my problem with, well, I don't want to say too much. I better shut my fucking mouth. Okay. Certain things I ain't gonna say here that I think. But anyway. Yeah, and the interesting thing is we're in a Pluto return right now, Akela. Did you see today's stuff though, Uncle? Look at that TMZ. There's a TMZ video from today that the thumbnail says winners and losers, and it always gives a recap of whether the prosecution or the defense is who had a good day the best. Watch that one that was done today from TMZ's channel, because I think today they nailed it on the Rico. Next topic. No, this is too juicy. This is too. I'm with you, Uncle. For a long time, I would have said what you said, but today I changed my story. I'm like, oh, okay, they got Rico. They got Rico. Yes, I do, Alex. Among other things, I think it's a huge cover for that and much more. I definitely do. Just my opinion. I mean, there's, they say where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's so much that's said, right? So what is a Pluto return? Hang on. Oh, I got you, Stacy. I got you. So a Pluto return is, okay, when a planet returns, let me just give you an example of a solar return. The sun goes around the entire zodiac every 365 days. So every birthday is a solar return. That's your sun return, okay? When a planet returns to the place when you were born, that is your Jupiter return, Saturn return, Mars return, and it all happens at different times in your life. The United States is when the United States was born, because businesses and entities actually also have astrological charts. And Pluto has now returned to where it was when the United States was born. So that's the Pluto. Pluto is the sign, is the planet associated with the Tower card. And the Tower is the toppling down of something built on false beliefs. The Tower and Pluto are associated with destruction, particularly when something is built on lies or untruths or falsehood or bullshit. And, well, I don't want to talk too much about the government, But yeah, and the astrologers have been talking about this Pluto return for a while. Yeah. It's similar to the parable. It's similar to the parable of Jesus talking about building our house on shifting sand. Hey, Oksana, how you doing? What's up? What's up? What we drinking? I am drinking salted caramel Crown Royal with Martinelli apple juice. Now, let me say this. Can I also say this? This is important because we're talking all this tea, right? So it's important for me to say this. As a Gemini, I am fascinated by all this tea because we're just nosy like that. I can't help it. But also, is this weird? I'm unfazed by it. I'm unfazed. I'm unbothered. I laugh about it and I'm unfazed. Do I believe it? Yeah. But does it bother and disrupt my well-being to the point of me worrying about my future? And, what if somebody bombs us and shit like that? Yeah, I'm a nosy bitch. Exactly, Fireside. But I will tell you, if it's going to bother you, don't watch the shit. If you're somebody that it's going to worry you, don't watch it. Okay? Me, I don't let it worry me. I have the ability to go, oh, well, if everything blows up, I'm still going to be fine. I have enough to eat. I've got my loved ones. I got love. I'm good. So if you don't have that ability, don't watch the shit, right? Green-eyed devil, how you doing? I played your song at the beginning of this thing. So this is not something to get all worked up about. This is not something to get worked up about. Yes, Calico. Yes. Exactly. The universe does run in cycles. Yes, precisely. So so far we have talked Diddy. We have talked about Tupac, the death of Tupac. We have talked about a little bit about Grump. Grump the orange guy. We have talked a little bit about politics. We have talked a little bit about a few conspiracy theories. We've talked about MJ. What else have we talked about? The United States Pluto return. You might have heard that. You might have come in because we just were talking about that. And we talked about Baxter and how I got Baxter and how I got his name. Yeah, exactly, Alex. I am hot. I'm fixing to have to go turn on my air. Good Lord. It's hot as fuck in here. You know, it's hot because I'm in here under these lights, and two, I always get hot when I drink. I might have to go turn on my air. We did cover a lot of ground. You know, us Geminis can talk our ears off. We can talk a lot of shit about nothing. What is it, right? Lord. Come here. Where you at? Come here, Bax. He's in here with me, Green-Eyed Devil, because I'm not reading cards. Well, I did pull cards, Green-Eyed Devil. I pulled cards on whether Tupac was still alive. Well, let's hear it, Green-Eyed Devil. Let's hear your theory. I love conspiracy theories. Because it's like, maybe it's true, maybe it's not, right? You too, Stacy. Take care. Love you, babe. Alex. To me, what that tells me is you've got something going on in Gemini in your chart. Or either you got a third house stellium. I'm like, where's the Gemini energy in that man's chart or woman? I don't know if you're a woman or a man, but where is it? Can we talk about aliens? They came out and said they were real, but I think they're real. I think they've been around for a while. Have you noticed that these extreme groups that are made up in the protesters and the ones that marches of all regular people fighting for whatever the cause is, but the people in charge have money? You ain't lying. I think you're onto something. I think there's something to that, Green-Eyed Devil. I definitely do. I think you've got a valid thought there. You're a Gemini Venus. Oh, wow. Cheyenne Mountains. Okay. Y'all, can I go turn my air on? Y'all don't go anywhere. Look, I got to get up. If I get up and show my pajama pants, are y'all going to laugh? Because look, they don't match my sweatshirt. See? But look, I got to go turn on my air, all right? Because I'm about to roast. And I can't take my sweatshirt off because, well, you know. Hold on a minute. I'm going to turn my air on. Come on back. So let's go turn the air on. It's hot. Or turn it down. It was already on. God, it's fucking hot. All right, come on. Come on, let's go back. Come on, Bax. Come on back in here. That's a good boy. That's my boy. Come on. Come on. Me and my purple pajama pants. I know I'm looking good. We can't have that fashion plate, right? Fashion alert. I know, right? Whatever. Michaela, right? Because at the end of the day, like I talk about my pajama pants, but if I really gave a fuck, like I could just do this. But you know, Michaela, that I really don't care. I really just don't fucking care. Like, you know, but yeah, I agree, Green-Eyed Devil. I think you've got a valid point. We're not matching either, Bree Prince. It's late. You know, it's almost midnight here. I'm in my comfy clothes. Look, it is what it is, right? But anyhow, but that's just my thoughts. That's just my thoughts. Right, Green-Eyed Devil? Carol. Oksana, I think it's normal. It can be. It can be, Oksana. Fireside Psychic. Ooh, I ain't even gonna pin your comment, but yeah. You. Why did it take so long is my only question. Why is it taking so long? Yes, exactly. Cartels charge money. Yeah. Speaking of astrology, do y'all see what this says, or is it backwards on the screen? Let me see. My horoscope said this would happen. I had to have that glass, right? Yes, humans have to get hit over the head. It's like they have to hit rock bottom. They have to have a fucking tower before you get their attention, which is where we are in our Pluto return, right? But it's scary if you think about it. But I don't think about it like that. I just look at it like I look at I'll be honest. Hey, Mike Martinez, how you doing? So here's how I look at the way that things go in the world. I think in order for it to not bother you, you have to ascend to a point where you realize you're just observing. You're just a cosmic observer. It's just not all real. None of it really matters. Like nothing really matters. Okay, I'm getting real deep now. I'm going down a deep spiritual rabbit hole here. But like at the end of the day, it's like a video game. And then we'll be up and we'll be gone. And it'll be gone. And we'll laugh about it. It's just a video game. The whole thing. Right? It's just a game. It's just the Matrix. Like it doesn't matter. Is it real? I mean, yeah, but also no. I mean, I'm in the outside. I'm just observing. See, that's it, fireside. That's why it doesn't bother. That's why it doesn't bother me. Oh, but supernova. I love that. Now I don't like politics, but we can talk the other 3D stuff. But fireside, you're dead on. You're absolutely right. It's like I just observe. So I can look at the stuff like the Diddy trial and all this bullshit, and I can just laugh because I'm like, none of it really matters. None of it really matters. I'm gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. We're all gonna be fine. Yeah, it may be hard. It may be challenging, but have we not always survived every one of our hard days? We'll get through it. And if we don't, we die, and then we just go back to source. So what's the problem with that? I don't have a death wish, but I definitely don't fear it. Hey, Brittany, how's my little Capricorn? How's my little Capricorn? So it's like I watch it because I'm nosy like that, but also I'm not bothered by it. Does that make sense? But if it's going to bother you, do not watch that stuff. For a long time, I didn't watch the news for probably 2 or 3 years because I wasn't where I could handle it. It would bother me. But now I'm just kind of like, I can watch it and go, whatever. Does that make sense? But if you're not in that place, then don't watch the stuff because it can be very draining until you can truly feel like you're an observer on the outside looking in and you realize that and it dawns on you that then okay, right? Oh wow, Brittany, I'm sorry. We are talking about whatever comes up. We've been talking Diddy, 3D conspiracy theories, a little bit of politics. What else? Tupac, my nephew K. Dot. What else? Yes, Fireside Psychic. When I watch the news, I'm just struck by the pointless of most of their behavior and their lack of self-awareness. Yes, but they are there to make money. I've been in a weird energy, but I've been dealing with being tired, really tired. really tired. But I don't consider myself Democrat or Republican. I think they're all crazy as fuck. That's my opinion. Politics in general is just a fucked up mess. I don't think any of them stay in politics for very long without getting dirty. Have you really, Uncle? Yeah, it's like, God damn, why am I so tired? Whew. Yes, exactly. You still have to live in the energy, Fireside Psychic. Exactly. Yeah, I've been really crazy tired. It's just like, what? And I made the mistake last night when I went to bed. I took a melatonin gummy. I probably didn't really need it. And like even today during the day, I was just like, I was so tired. Oh no, Brittany. I'm sorry to hear that, love. Hey, Michelle. Brittany, I'm sorry to hear that. I'll go. Where you going on vacation? Got my bowl ready. I heard that. I heard that. Hey, Nancy Hernandez. Super self-reflective. That's hard, Nancy. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Brittany. Yes. Anywhere with a beach. What's that guy that sings Somewhere on a Beach? Who's that guy? It's the same guy that sings 5150. Drunk on a Beach, or the same guy that sings Drunk on a Plane that sang what was I thinking? What is it? Dirk Bentley. I'm thinking of his music, Brittany. Big hugs, Brittany. You're such a beautiful person. Off topic. I do on my face, Oksana. I use a sunscreen on my face. Even if I don't go outside, I put sunscreen on every day. I was going to go to Aruba. Just acting out though. I don't really want to go. Someone goes to him. Well, if he objectifies you, fuck him. All right. We're all okay. It's a beautiful day. That's right. I stay informed, but keep it there. Yeah. That's a good way to be, Rose. Well, okay, so I use a facial moisturizer that has SPF 30 in it, and I can't remember who puts it out. Ulta sells it. Really, Nancy? I didn't know that. What is that? Who is that makes that? It may be CeraVe. SPF Neutrogena. There you go. Hey, T-Baby. What you doing? How you been? The Korean one. Okay. The Pond's cold cream. Okay. Okay. Your grandmother used that. My skin is wrecked from years of sun exposure. Mine too. Mine too. Good sunscreens for eczema. SPF makes it flare up. That sucks, Michelle. Brittany, I would definitely be afraid to go by yourself to Aruba. Google Natalie Holloway. Our little girl from Alabama. She was a national story probably before you were born, Brittany. Natalie Holloway. I would go by myself, but I wouldn't do some of the dumb shit. I wouldn't go off with people that I didn't know by myself, and she did. Yeah, I know. Just use common sense if you go. She did go. She did go. She had just met this guy in the bar, and she went off by herself with him. We don't do that, right? Yes, exactly, green eyed. Now that's true. She was well, he finally confessed. Did you know that, Lisa? Recently, he finally confessed that doo-doo head finally confessed, and they won't find her. She's in the ocean. But that's why they never found her. And he admitted that. Oh no, don't do that. Be out and about. What he did to her. He just recently, yes, after 20 years of tormenting her parents. Yes, Bree Print, exactly. What I think it's a good opportunity, and you may not, Green Eyed Devil does have a point. Green Eyed Devil does have a point. Yeah, they never found her body, and they won't. I don't know if he confessed at all, but he confessed enough that we found out what happened to her, or what he says happened to her. Hey, Healing Energy Oracle message, how are you? Good to see you, sweetie. Eczema, though, I have a friend who had eczema. I mean, well, she still does, and I mean, it's wicked. It really is tough to deal with. It's an annoying, unpleasant situation. We know what happened. Murdered this other woman. Yes, it was in another country. I did remember that, running from the authorities in Aruba, and murdered this other woman. Yeah, he's nutty as a fruitcake. Me? Prime time? I am touched and honored that you would say that, Healing Energy Oracle messages. Vandersloot confessed in prison. Yeah. Well, thank you for that. I did a solo vacation, Brittany says, to Santa Cruz last year. Tried to ease myself into things like self-exposure, but it's hard for me. Brittany, that's so, I mean, I believe you, because I know you got no reason to not say that, but you're so funny and social here in the chats. So it's like, but I believe you, but I can tell you, I don't think I know this doesn't help, but I think you're very, you have very good social skills, and I get it. That's not going to solve anything for me to say that, but I'm just making an observation. Thank you, Healing Energy Oracle messages. That means a lot. Thank you for that. Two in my head, unless I'm with people. Nutty people you're in Minneapolis. That is a cold place. Hey, Timon. Well, hello, Miss Alberta. After it's midnight here, Miss Alberta. It's 12:02 a.m. where I am. Uncle, I went to Minneapolis quite a few years ago, back whenever yes, I